It's Thursday night, so you know what that means. Welcome to the Highspots virtual gimmick table. I, of course, am the guru, Tommy Thomas, here with my very, very special guest. Gentlemen, who are you guys?
Jumpin' Jim Brunzell.
And I'm B. Brian Blair, and together we are the Killer Bees, and we are always buzzing because the hive's alive, and we're right here with my man Tommy. What's happening?
Yeah! Bzzz.
There you
I've
go.
been working on that all week. Oh, wait, guys, I have a series of questions that I'm going to ask you. Very easy questions. All you got to do is either point or say him, or me, whichever one. Okay. So we'll start off with an easy one. Who is more organized between you two?
I probably am.
You're more organized?
I think so.
Okay.
What do you think, Brian?
Probably you are.
Thank you.
When it comes to clothes, anyway.
Who stays up later?
Probably me.
So you're definitely the night owl?
Yeah.
Okay, who's the early riser? Because you can be a night owl and still be the first one up.
I'm up early, too.
So, first or
But
last in
Jimmy's
bed,
probably
early to
up
rise?
But he takes a nap. You know, I don't take a
I'm
nap.
a nap man.
Oh, man, I love a good nap, too. Who's the better driver?
Jimmy.
Yes.
Who's more of a people person?
We're both people persons.
Okay. Who is more likely to ball out? Like, go out and just, like, excess spending and stuff like that.
Jimmy.
Only when I have the money.
Touche. Who's more likely to call or text the other one first?
Probably me.
You? Okay. Always initiating the phone calls like, hey, how are you doing? Okay. Who's better at handling stress?
It's probably Jimmy.
Maybe.
Maybe. Just maybe. Who is more likely to get lost? Walking through an airport, on the road, wherever, just more likely
Well,
to just...
now it'll be me.
Okay.
Google Maps gets
40
me
years
lost
ago,
more than anything.
yes. 40 years ago,
Always wrong.
Who's more likely to start an argument between you two?
We don't
we
argue.
don't even argue.
Oh, that's the sign of a great tag team. It's true.
I know.
It's very true. Who's the funny one?
Jimmy.
Sometimes.
Who swears more?
Neither one of us swear very much.
Oh, that's good. Very wholesome. Very family friendly. Who farts more?
We sort of hide it.
Got the fart dampener.
That's why we don't argue.
We each have our charcoal seats in our cars.
Ooh. Who is more dramatic between the two of you?
We're probably both the same.
Equal levels?
Yes.
Okay, who's most likely to sing at karaoke?
Jimmy.
What's your go-to song?
Let me see. I'm trying to think.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
Is that for both of you, respectively? We both will sing Springsteen?
No, I might sing a little.
Prove it
Louis
all night.
Armstrong.
That's what we do every night.
Who's the better cook?
I'm a pretty good cook. I don't know.
All right, what's the best dish you're making?
I like to grill.
I like
steak,
bacon and eggs.
chicken. Just about anything.
So you guys work together because you'll make the breakfast, you make the dinner.
No, when we're on the road, we don't cook. We eat out.
Okay, touche. What are your nicknames for each other?
I'm Bieber.
And I'm Brunsey.
Brunsey.
Okay. If you're trapped on a deserted island, who's going to eat the other one first to stay alive?
I think we'd both starve.
Okay, there we go. That's once again the sign of a great, great tag team. If you could describe your partner in one word, what would that word be? We'll start with you, Mr. Blair.
Fun.
Fun?
Mm-hmm.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. I like that. What's your favorite thing about your partner? We'll start with you.
Probably his unselfishness.
Okay.
Honesty.
Wow. Very, very, very nice. What is your partner's weirdest habit? Like something that you're just like, oh, it kind of drives me up the wall when he does that, but it's why we get along so well.
I don't know that we have any.
I don't know.
Okay. What's the most embarrassing thing you two have done as a tag team?
Shared our mass with Coco Beware and George the Animal Steel on TV.
If you don't mind, tell that story to the fans out there that may not know it.
We had an 8-man tag, and I can't remember it might have been in
Right.
Boston or something like that. And the Killer Bees, Brian and I wore these masks, and we were the same size, and we confused everybody. And they used to call it mass confusion. So George Scott, the brilliant booker, who was down here in Charlotte for a long time, wound up making millions of dollars up in New York, had a great idea one night to have an 8-man tag, and during that 8-man tag, Coco Beware, George the Animal Steel, Brian Blair, and I wore our masks against the 4 opponents. And I said to Brian afterwards, I says, Brian, guess what? I said, the bees are fucking dead.
Guys, that was a great story.
Oh, shit.
That's the truth.
Are there any social issues, charities, or causes that you guys think the fans at home should learn a little bit more about?
Absolutely. The Cauliflower Alley Club. If you're not a member of the Cauliflower Alley Club, then you're not a real wrestling fan, because a real wrestling fan belongs to the CAC, because for only $35 a year, you can come to our reunions. We're getting ready to have the 59th reunion in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Plaza Hotel and Casino. And every dollar that we raise benefits other wrestling talent that have fallen on difficult financial times. Just since August, since our last reunion, we've given away over $80,000 to over 40 different wrestlers. And these people have legitimate reasons. I mean, from chemotherapy to funerals to, all kinds of things. So go to caulifloweralleyclub.org, spend $35, and please support those that entertained you. Thank you so much.
And I would like to add one thing. I have a dear friend who's I've known for over 50 years, and I call her the Mother Teresa of White Bear Lake, Minnesota. And she started a company 38 years ago called H2O for Life. And all over the world, she brings potable water through different charities and what have you, all through third world countries.
Wow.
So she's a saint on earth.
How do you reach her?
H2O for Life.
H2O for Life.
H2O for Life.
.com.
.com.
There we go. I like to end all of my interviews on a very positive note. Gentlemen, if you have the day off together, you're hanging out, what is y'all's perfect day together? What are you doing for that day?
Probably go to the gym.
Yeah, we go to the gym a lot, but I'll tell you one of the best times we had was in Australia at the zoo.
Okay.
So the zoo's cool.
All right. That's incredible. Guys, this has been absolute honor. I'm going to buzz one more time before I let you guys go.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Killer Bees, and we'll be back in a minute with more. I missed VGT.
I was going